Gintonica doesn't produce its own gins. What we do is we provide the opportunity to taste gins for those who love the product. So we take bulk gin from Australian craft distilleries, we pack it into 50ml bottles and we present it in different types of packs, including advent calendars, as well as a gin a month subscription business. I myself have also written a definitive book on Australian gin. Having only started 3 years ago, we started with 20,000 bottles, then we moved to about 40,000, and last year we were 100,000 bottles. So we're growing fairly strongly. The challenges we face in labelling the bottles is to keep wastage to a minimum. They are very small labels and they can be quite fidgety to operate, to apply, and some of those labels, if they're in the wrong place or they're not aligned properly, it's very obvious in our packs. We first heard about great engineering labellers when we leased one of the machines back 2 years ago, and when this was at a time when contract packers were starting to refuse doing work for us because it was too annoying for them. So we leased equipment, and that included a great engineering labeller. That's when we first got exposed to great engineering, and it was very impressive. We decided to eventually buy a Benchmax labeller because by the time we looked at the cost of leasing equipment, by the time we looked at the more recent leasing equipment, which wasn't great engineering, the labelling machine, the wastage that produced, the dozens, if not 100 hours or more of wasted time trying to get it to operate sometimes, it just wasn't worth it. And when we looked at the payback from getting our own great engineering labelling machine, it was a no-brainer. At Gintonica, we have a semi-automatic labelling process where we've got a filler, capper, labeller, and they all must operate at similar speeds, and that fits well with the Benchmax model that we chose to go with. Also, we tend to do very small runs and very large runs, and the ability to change the label, roll, just the whole operation of Benchmax was so much easier to integrate. One of the benefits we're looking forward to with the Benchmax isn't just the labelling that we've got at the moment. And the benefit of what we've got is precise labelling, repeatable, and that's making our packs look fantastic. But what we're further looking to do is to use an inline printer. And by doing so, we won't need to be ordering different sizes of labels and doing all the things that we need to do to get labels delivered to us. In fact, 12 months ago, the labelling company who were supplying us produced off-spec labels, and it slowed our entire process down. So we were really pushing the envelope to deliver to customers, and so that made it very clear that we'd like to take control of that in-house, and great engineering have given us examples of where that can work. So we're working through that right now. The level of wastage reduction that we've had with the Benchmax has been amazing. I may have mentioned, but the lease equipment that we've had before, we had 5 to 10% wastage of labels. With Benchmax, you can set it up, once you've got it running, you can set it up and have zero wastage. The accuracy and reliability of the Benchmax labeller has been fantastic for our bottom line. We've saved wastage, frustration, hours of production But for us, it's a premium product, and what we're looking for is high quality label application, and that's what we get. The after-sales support from Great Engineering is fantastic. Never had a problem getting in touch with anybody and getting a quick response. In fact, last week there was a very, very simple issue that we had, and we called, and it was clearly obvious that we should have read the manual. So, recommended, read the manual. If you're looking for an on-demand labelling solution, I would definitely go to Great Engineering. They've got a whole range of products, and they're solid, they're built well, and they're built to last, so highly recommended.